Hello everyone, welcome back to Old Iron Farm Toys. Today we're going to be doing a review on the 1/16 scale WA-14 Wagner by Ertl. This is a Prestige Select. So normally the Selects are a one-time production. There's bugs getting on the package. Anyways, normally the Selects mean it's a one-time production, meaning it's only produced once. This is the second time I've had to redo this review because luckily I didn't take the toy out of the box or anything. But the second time I had to redo the review, or the first time I had to redo it, it was because my phone died on me and didn't know it was dead until I got it the side of the package open. But anyways, this thing comes in a monster box, and I got this at the Classic Green Reunion for $20. What sucker's heavy? Just joking. It was a little more than $20. If it was $20, I think I would have bought all of them they had there. But I paid a whopping $300 for this. But the reason why is I did a crazy ton of lawn work. Now this doesn't just come with the 1/16 scale, it also comes with the 1/64 scale. The 1/64 people are selling them by themselves for anywhere from $190 to $300, and I thought $300 was a good deal, especially because for the 130, especially for both of them, 1/64 and the 1/16. So the front of the package is very nice. You have that Wagner Prestige Select Ertl. And then if I can, I'll show you guys this top of the box there. Move it to the side. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to dig into this thing. The back. And then the other side. But anyways, I'm going to turn this thing around. This thing is only 45 million pounds. But we're going to get this thing up in here. So $300 for mowing lawn. That's how I got this thing. First 16 scale. This is the biggest. This will be the biggest toy in my collection now. Oop. I can see the 64th toy. Look at that. The 64th one. We'll take a look at that one in a little bit. Oh, that's cool. Look at this. This is on the other side of it here. Wonder what's in that. Set this back behind the table. Ooh, whoa, that is cool. This was sitting on top. Look at that. We'll take a look at this. This thing is. You don't pay for our name, but you can sure trade on it. That's cool. Back when John Deere, they don't advertise like they used to. It's kind of sad. And look at this. This is cool. WA-14, congratulations on purchasing this once of a lifetime opportunity. This 1/16 scale John Deere WA-14 will only be produced once. The tractor tooling has been and it's never be purchased again. Isn't that something? All these bugs climb on the box. That is cool. Signed by Bill Walters too. That's cool. Okay. Okay, I guess everything is in the box itself. Okay. I'm gonna get it out, so stay tuned. Here's the 16th scale unit out of the package, and here's the 64th unit out of the package. The 64th unit, I didn't get a picture of it, or didn't get a clip of it unboxing it, but I will post what the box looked like at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But this thing is massive. I mean, what can I just show you guys? Here's the normal size of Elmer's glue. Like, that is a big toy. But anyways, we will take a look at the 164th unit first. I'm going to leave the plastic on the tires though. That's what a lot of collectors say you should do, because it might help the toy's value in the future. I will probably never sell this thing. I don't know if it's worth $1 billion someday. I might think about it. But we're going to move the 16th one off to the side. Dive into the 64th unit here. This thing is awesome. And one thing I did notice, it does have this small paint chip right there, which is kind of disappointing. But other than that, this thing is awesome. So, these 64th scale units, like I said, alone, anywhere from $180 to $200, $300 for just the 64th scale. And I got the 16th one and the... Dang bugs, I'm telling you. I got the 16th one and the 64th one for that money alone. But I know it sounds like a lot of money to spend on a toy, but where else are you going to get the opportunity? So, this is a very cool toy. I should compare it to the other Wagner, but I don't have it down here at the moment. That's the WA-14 National Farm Toy Show. But look at the lights on the front there. That looks very nice. As well as your front headlights on the grill. And then your John Deere logo. John Deere right there. These are built from, in case you're wondering what years, I believe these are built from 68 to 71 or 72. There was only 23 units ever produced in real life, so very rare tractor. I've seen one in real life, of the WA-14 John Deeres. These were built by Wagner for John Deere, so that's why they were low production of these ones. John Deere bought Wagner out later on, but they didn't keep producing these tractors, but nobody needed them at the time, so... Exhaust and air cleaner looks awesome. John Deere logo looks beautiful. Wish the hood would pop open, but it doesn't. You do have your handrail going up. Nice looking tires and rims, as well as some steps. John Deere logo on the back with some back headlights, as well as some your hydraulic outlets. Or I guess where your hydraulic hoses would come out of the cab. Cab looks sweet. Looks like AC unit on the top there. Don't know what that is. Might be AC up here maybe. But it ain't GPS. They didn't have these. They didn't believe in GPS back then. They didn't really believe in it, but if they would have had it back then, I'm sure they would have used it, but they didn't have it back then, technology. Fenders, the hitch looks good. I'd like to get 12 bottom plow for this toy, so I think that would be pretty cool to put on it. So I might make just a full review video of just looking at this thing, but this thing is sweet. Hooks on the bottom in case you get it stuck. So you got John Deere logo on the back. We're gonna set this thing over, so right there. Okay, sorry about the bugs. Window got left open for 2 minutes after it got dark, and they all think they can come in because they think it's a free country, which it is, but not for bugs. Okay, we're going to move this massive 16th scale Wagner in front of the camera. See if I don't really want to... This thing is not going to get moved around a bunch. When it does, it's going to be transported in the box. I don't care if I'm moving it 20 feet. I don't really want to damage it. I'd rather damage the package than the toy itself. But it is what it is if I do. Well, it's not is what it is if I drop it. I don't think I'd really transport it. If I would, I'd transport it in the box, which would be in a bigger box, which would be in a box surrounded with bubble wrap, which would be in a box surrounded with more bubble wrap. But I got it home from Wisconsin just fine, so I'm not going to complain a ton. But one thing, we will start on the front of this massive Wagner, and that is your beautiful looking front grille here. Ertl, like, it's even textured. Like, it's not just your sticker like the 64th unit, which the 64s are a lot more harder to put that kind of stuff into because they're a lot smaller. You don't have as much die cast to work with. But I'm going to try to move this here. But I don't know if you can hear that, but that is nice. These didn't need weights back then because the front ends were so heavy. My grandpa owned a WA-9 Wagner. It's on YouTube if you search it up. If you search up WA-9, it's got a disc on the back of it. It is his tractor because it's got the bulldog on the hood. Headlights on the front, John Deere logo. Your bolt, this is what keeps your hood in there. And look at the hood. The coolest part about this thing is probably just some of the details. The hood comes open, stands up. Don't know how good you can see this, but hang on. The fan moves, so I can. It moves. It doesn't move really good when it has some tighter spots. But your rain cap comes open. So you can shut this. You can have it full throttle. Or you can have it just a hair bit of throttle. Or you can have that sucker wide open. Blowing black smoke. Don't want to be so breakable on that hood. Okay. You do have your nice looking tires on this unit. And then, warning, look at that. Look at the detail. Serial number plate. Just phenomenal. It's just fantastic. I'll just say that because I can't talk today. Unlike my last 16th scale review. Hydraulic lines going to the rear. Look at that. That is crazy. The more I look at this, the more things I discover on it. Look at this. Look at that detail. Wow. Turn the unit around. You can really see the nice details. I will show you guys some of the awesome detail Ertl did into this unit. Look at that. Can't see because it blurs out. Warning, the warning stickers. You do have a warning right there too. These had Cummins in them, I'm pretty sure. People said they had Detroits, didn't have Detroits. I've heard them run these WA. I've heard these Wagners run, and they do not have Detroits. You can tell there's a big difference between a Detroit and a Cummins. Detroits are like rah, and Cummins are pretty quiet. I mean, they're loud when they're throttled up, but look at that cab door opens. Seat into the cab. Like, how crazy is that? The seat moves. Steering wheel in there. You have all of your levers. Is just awesome. There's just tons of detail on this unit. I mean, the cab roof is plastic, but some of the stuff can be plastic. Not mad at everything on this is plastic, or like if all of it was plastic, it wouldn't be as cool. But if it was all die cast, then it would be like a lot more heavy to carry. But like when I'm talking detail, Turtle knows what they're doing. Let me show you. The hooks, when you get the tractor stuck under the bottom, you can't really tell if I'm gonna pick this thing up. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up a ton, but be a little mechanic work in there. I don't know how good you guys could see that, but yeah, I'm not gonna do too much there. But yeah, that is awesome detail. Like your grip on both sides is just awesome. The cab, your outlets coming out the back. Awesome detail on this unit. So yeah, very cool toy. Would I recommend getting one? It's up to you what you want to spend on these. They can go anywhere from $1,000 each a set. Luckily, I got mine for $300. Like I said, I know $300 is a lot of money, but for this, it was probably a really good deal. The guy that had them said he just wanted to get rid of them, so that's what let me get that good deal. Now, I did see a set with the WA-14 and WA-17 for, I believe it was $1,000. So you can buy these sets. Definitely aren't the cheapest. I know the dealerships did a bundle where you could buy both sets. I get a bundled package deal, but they don't do that no more because these are one-time production. Now, stepping into the more reading side of things when it comes to this set. So we already looked at this. This is very cool. I'm gonna set that right there. The book. This is very cool. 70 to 80 horsepower tractors. So this would have been the 4-wheel drive book. Look at that. That is cool. I know this isn't an original one, but that is so cool. Oscillates, articulates. Super cool. I love how they included this. So this is a very unique set. The poster, I don't know where I set the poster at. Oh yeah, right there. Gotta grab the poster for you guys. The poster, I've not looked at them. I've seen pictures of the posters, but I knew they came with the posters, but I didn't know if they came with that in the manual or like the book. But look at this. This is a nice poster. Try not to break my camera holder, but that is a nice poster. I'm gonna frame this because I'd like to get a frame for it. That's the English side. But that is super cool. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it in there because I don't want anything to happen to it. That would suck if it got some little kid would draw on it or something. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. I know this was a little bit longer review, but we had a lot bigger item. I guess two items. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be at the 2025 Hashtag Free Progress Show, and who knows, there might be a WA-17 John Deere there at the show. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Old Iron Farm Toys out.